disappointing second half. A second week in a row, and I told the kids I totally take responsibility for us not executing as well as we needed to in the second half. The turnovers were really tough. Put them on a short field and gave them a short field to score. I thought our defense was battling them. And then our execution on third down. I mean, we didn't execute well enough to sustain drives on third down and to really make it a game. You can't score 15 points in this league and expect to win. You just can't. And so we got to be better. We got to find ways to help Braden be better. We got 3 games left, and we pride ourselves on finishing strong every year. And so we certainly have to do that, and we don't want to take our focus any further than this next game.
Why do you, when you go 10 on third down, why do you say it was you?
I gotta help these kids. I gotta help them execute better. And we got some young guys out there fighting and playing, trying to give us a chance to win. And I'm the coach. It's my responsibility, so I take it. And so, I just feel like we need to help these kids a little bit better get over the hump. And we played well for a half. We were in fighting distance just like a week ago, and a couple mistakes early in the third quarter put us in the hole, and we can't make them. And so I take the responsibility for that.
What did Braden and Jacob tell you about what happened on that?
Yeah, the clock was running down, and I think Jacob just thought he snapped it, and Braden wasn't ready for it, and that was unfortunate. It happens on the road when it's loud and the clock's going down on you like that. But you got to give them credit. They did a good job slowing us down in some areas. They're a good, well-coached team defensively, and they did a better job than us in the second half.
Do you feel like some of the inconsistency is a little bit of snowball effect? Are you feeling guys are, laying frustration maybe from previous series, carrying to next?
No, I just think it comes from some inexperience. We're still trying to develop some certain playmakers on our offense. We're starting to see some continuity with our offensive line. I thought we did some things better in the running game, a little bit better. But it was really the turnovers. The turnovers were critical tonight. I don't think, Braden got caught with the clock coming down on the shallow, and he threw the ball in the double coverage to Dallin, and then on the vertical pass, he just didn't see the Mike linebacker. And it happens sometimes for young guys, and, we got to find a way to overcome it.
We did talk about the fumble, but the second half of that play, probably something that made you pretty proud. Justice chasing that guy down, saving the touchdown, your defense getting the stop.
That was great effort. That was really special effort by Justice and a great effort by our defense to stop him at the end there. That was, those guys were determined. We had a lot of guys playing hard, and that's not an issue with this group. We just have to execute better. We got to find ways to score more. In the last 2 weeks, we have not scored in the second half, and that's not good. We have to find ways to do that, or we're not going to beat good teams.
Can you coach, teach, or is that experience with Braden, seeing it and reacting to it, you take men to strengths?
Yeah,
That's the risk.
it's coaching, but it's also sometimes you play with young players. You got to find ways to help them better, and we got to find ways to help them. It's just that simple, and we got some good players that can take some pressure off him. I know he's down right now. He feels like he let his teammates down, and I just don't think that's the case. I think we got to find ways to play better, and as coaches, we got to help him. And he's our quarterback, and it doesn't matter if he's a freshman. We got to find ways to help him, and nobody really cares if we're playing a freshman quarterback or if we got guys hurt. Nobody cares, and so it's our job to help him get better.
On
And
that final fourth down on the turnover on downs, he threw short of the sticks. Is that by design, trying to create something in space, or is that?
no, No, you know, it was a play where we had an empty protection and he threw quick. He really didn't need to throw quick. He could have read it out and you know, but that's something that he's, you know, he got to learn from. He's got to see it.
You talked about being 0 of 10 on third down. Third down's been a problem at times for you this year. What are the things you go back and try and teach in offense to get that connectivity?
Well, I mean, you know, we've played from behind in the second half, and that was part of our doing, you know. And so, you know, we just need to we need to do a better job of being efficient on first down, and getting out of those long yardage situations, especially in the second half. And that's tough. That's tough on a young guy when we're playing with long yardage situations. And you know, we got to find ways to make more plays and take some pressure off of Braden to where he doesn't have to carry us, you know, and that's not really fair for a young guy to put him in that situation. And so we got a lot of good players that can take a load off his back, and we got to find ways for them to do that. You don't like losing, you know, rivalry games to anybody, and so I mean, no, it's not fun to lose a game like this. But also, you know, we have to understand that, you know, for us to play to our potential as a team is the goal, regardless of who the opponent is, and so, you know, we played a couple pretty close games with these guys the last 2 years, and you know, as we mature and get better, we should get on the right side of it.
You have 3 games left, still have a chance to reach the postseason. What's your message to the team after next week is heading out?
No, I just told them we do have 3 games left, and we still have a chance to qualify for a bowl game. But really, the only thing that matters is this next game. You know, we got three opportunities to play to our potential. We got 2 home games, which we're always excited to come back and play at home. And you know, we want to finish the year strong. We take a lot of pride in that. We take a lot of pride in playing better towards the end of the season, and this will give us that opportunity. And certainly did not want to be in this situation, but it is what it is, and now we have to go do the things that we need to do to play well at home and win.
You talk a lot about starting fast. How much more emphasis is going to be on that next week?
Yeah, it's always important. It's always important to start fast, and you know, and in the last 2 weeks we got to finish better. So those will be our emphasis going forward.
How's Torrey doing?
He's hanging in. You know, he's had a tough 3 weeks. He hasn't been healthy for about a month. So, you know, and I've said this before earlier in the week. I give him a lot of credit. I've coached a lot of really great receivers, and most receivers they're like race cars. They got to be exactly right to work. And Torrey just finds a way to compete and play, and I give him a lot of credit for that. And you know, I saw him in the locker room, and I didn't know if he was going to be at halftime. I didn't know if he was going to be able to come back out, but he found a way, and you know, I give him a lot of credit for that. Defense, I thought the defense played well. I thought the defense played well last week, to be honest with you. And I mean, I've been in this league for 7 years. You got to score. I mean, you have to score. You can't expect to win if you don't score, you know, 30 points. And so, you know, and I know we have some good defensive players and they've done a good job, but I mean, we have to score. I mean, it's that simple. And, you know, we've talked to our players about that. Beginning of the season, we know what our expectation is there, and we haven't done it the last couple of weeks, and so we have to do a better job, and we have to find ways to play more consistently offensively and score points.
We talked a little bit about the fact that obviously this was a short week coming into it. Concern was keeping players healthy. Does it help coming into next week though that you might have an extra day for Torrey, other guys?
Yeah, it does help. It'll help us to have an extra day, and you know, hopefully our guys will get some rest and get freshened up. Thanks.